Aries, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2022 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So let's see, what is the energy for Aries? What do we need to know? We have the Justice card. So things being balanced out within your life, you could be facing justice, someone else in your life could be facing justice. But when I see this, this is actually divine karmic law from the universe, okay? So what we have to understand is that we really can't fight this energy, and even though it might seem unfair, that is the actual karmic cycle itself, okay? Because it's different from, say, human law. Karmic law plays out in its own way. And you might be thinking, well, that person deserves more karma. No, that's how the universe has played that out, all right? So let's see, let me use the Revelations Tarot deck. Now, you could also be getting karma. Could be good karma, negative karma. You might be thinking, well, I deserve more than this. Well, the universe is saying, well, this is how it has to be balanced out. Remember, justice is a fair and balanced energy, okay? It's not going to be too great. It's not going to be too bad. It's going to be right there in the center. So what's going on for Aries? I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals. I'm going to pull 3 cards and then clarify with a different deck. So we have the 7 of Swords, the 6 of Cups in reversed, and the 9 of Pentacles in reversed. Here's the thing. This could represent thief energy, all right? The 7 of Swords represents someone disarms the camp, someone sneaks in, someone takes something, right? With this 6 of Cups in reverse, it looks like you're sleeping on a situation. People have their eyes closed within this artwork. Things are being handed to this person, but it's different from the 4 of Cups artwork because that person is generally haughty. This person is actually asleep, and it kind of even looks like the spirits are taking these cups away from them. So when I see the 6 of Cups in reverse, generally speaking, when it's upright, this is the universe handing something to you. But when it's in reverse, it's taking something away. With this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it seems to be something from your house. Thief energy. Because this does represent your own garden right here. Your own garden falling apart, being burned down. But here's the thing, is that if this has already happened, or if this does happen, justice plays out. So this is more of like a warning message, or if this has already happened to you, this is saying that justice does take care of this. Don't do this to anyone right here because justice will take care of it itself. So if you're thinking about it, I'm not saying that you are, but if you happen to be thinking about this, don't. So let me clarify with the Vampire Tarot. This deck is a little bit dark, has negative messages in it, but I kind of feel like this is important to use right here because we need to understand what's actually going on. I hope I didn't shuffle it the wrong way. Hold on. Let me make sure that this is right. I wasn't going to use this one. There is one card. It's from one of those other decks that I have laying over there. So let's see. Make sure that there's not another card in here. All right. So the 7 of Swords, we have Justice coming out with the Prince of Knives. Yeah. All right. So double clarification of justice right here. So the Prince of Knives, this is a message that needs to be spoken to you. If someone has done this to you, there will be justice for them to pay. All right? There will be karmic justice. There will be a karma balance. So you might end up receiving a message of how karma is going to play out. This could be like a settlement, whatever. However, what I'm seeing for you is that that is fair and balanced. You might not agree with the situation, but you will receive justice, all right? However the judicial system works. Now, it doesn't always have to be the human justice. It can also represent the negative side effects of justice, like through karmic law. So this is really important because you're receiving the message with the Page of Knives, or the Prince of Knives right here, like a message is coming in of justice for you. So let's look at the 6 of Cups energy. Why is the 6 of Cups in reverse? It looks like you're sleeping on this energy, though. It looks like you were sleeping when this happened. It looks like you were lulled by a situation within your life. You could have just been not paying attention. Some Aries tend to not be, they tend to be focused on one specific aspect within their life, and they kind of let other things fall by the wayside. It's kind of like, I have to get this one thing done. and then you move on to the next thing, and you have to get that one thing done. So you kind of like not paying attention to the other stuff that's around you. It's not saying all Aries are like that, but what's going on with the Six of Cups? We have the Sun and the Magician. Here's the thing, Aries. Oh no, here's the thing. What was taken from you had a magical spell over it, okay? Here's the thing about wedding rings or anything like that, for instance. If you take someone's wedding ring and you steal it, or if someone's done that to you, they get cursed by God himself. That's like what this is, all right? This object you might not think has any potential power to it. However, it does. That's kind of like why, in almost a way, you weren't paying attention to it. That's the problem. Is it's like, I kind of feel like you have a lot of witchy vibes going on. Maybe not even witchy. You have spiritual vibes. You have, maybe some kind of darker aura around you. And you really didn't think anyone would take it because of your energy. But here's the thing. When people get desperate, they'll do anything. But here's the problem with that object is that it's cursed in a way, or it has a spell on it in a way. It returns back to the sender. If someone takes it, it will come back to you. That object will, but it will come through a very, very negative series of events for the people who are carrying that object. It's kind of like, how could I say this? Someone takes a ring from you, and then they keep it. And then someone sees it, and they hurt them to get the ring. And then that ring is on the run. It's like a hot ring. It's traded at a pawn shop. And then a pawn shop dealer trades it under the table. Like, all these negative things have to happen. And like, there could be a lot of bad stuff that happens, but it will be given back to you with the Sun card and this Magician energy, because that's the deal of that object. That is the curse or the blessing of that object. Because remember, when something is blessed, it is a positive curse. All right? When something is cursed, it is a negative blessing. That's what you have to understand. When something is blessed by the church or blessed as a holy object, it has a positive, negative connotation to it. And then when something is cursed, it has a negative, positive connotation to it, all right? You're not supposed to touch either of those things without permission. And however it's blessed or cursed, that's the type of energy that will return it to you. So I kind of feel like this is a blessed object, but the way that it's going to be returned is going to be like a cursed object, because that's still how it works, all right? It still has to go through this negative series of events to be returned back to you. Like, you didn't think this would happen to you, but it did, because you're sitting there thinking like for instance, why would anyone try to harm someone who looks like they could fight them, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing right here. Is it's like this person got one over on you, but they still receive karma in the end over this. What's this Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Like, it's a big object. It's a big deal with this Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Knives with the Lord of Scepters. So with this Nine of Knives, it's causing you a lot of anxiety. And you're almost like, I want this thing back at any cost with this Lord of Scepters. You're like, I'm going to find the person who did this. But I really don't think that you need to. Because even if you don't receive that object back, you get something better in return. Yeah, the Hermit. That's the illumination being shed on you. It's like, look deeper than this. Was it really that great? Yes, because here's the thing. Especially if it's something that was sentimental to you, if it gets taken, you're going to be upset about it. And you're going to have anxiety, and you're going to want to find out. But here's the thing with the Hermit, is shedding light on a situation. The light is the Hierophant. This represents highest order, highest law. This represents all organizations being tied under the Pope itself, all right? So you can receive something from this Hermit. It's shedding illumination on this Hierophant right here. What is this Hierophant? The Eight of Skulls, yes, craftsmanship. So it's kind of like something can be recrafted or reforged right here. Because remember, the Hermit is also a Mason. The Hierophant kind of represents Masonic societies, and the Eight of Skulls represents someone crafting through brickwork or masonry. Hold on, I dropped a card. We have the Prince of Grails. It could make you happy. This is kind of like an apology coming in. Gosh, I just sat down on this cloak thing the wrong way. Hold on. Ah. So we have the Prince of Grails coming in. It could be an apology, someone wanting to return this thing back to you. Someone could actually have it in their hands and know who it belongs to with this Hierophant energy. Someone shedding illumination on the situation. Someone can, it's kind of like, for instance, there was a old thing. Well, it's not actually old. It's a technology that someone tried to create. And basically what it does is, everyone heard of NFTs, right? But what they do is they take a picture of a ring at a store, right? And what they do is they take the dimensions, the weight, the cut, everything, they take pictures of it. And it upload it to a database as like an NFT. And when you purchase it, you purchase the ring along with the NFT as well. So that way, if it ever gets stolen, it still has to go through a pawn shop process, and the pawn shop can put it in the database and see if it matches any rings. Like, that's kind of what I'm seeing right here. And, you know, that technology is still fairly new. It's not, like, super popular yet, but I kind of feel like that's going to be something that's a really big deal in the future. With this Prince of Grails, I do see something coming back to you, an apology, a message. The Ace of Cups, you get something back, and it makes you very happy. You get a new situation, a new opportunity right here. Whatever was returned or stolen is given back to you. You receive the justice for the situation. You receive something back. Three of Scepters. Yeah, all you have to do is wait for it. It's coming back in for you, okay? You just have to wait on your hill. You've sent out the message. I kind of feel like you're upset about something being gone. You're upset about something being stolen. But the Hierophant situation will take care of this. The investigator with the Hermit energy will take care of this. You will receive your cup back. All you have to do is wait on the energy. You have the Ace of Skulls. Yeah, this is also the Ace of Pentacles itself. This is the physical manifestation. I was saying, I was kind of worried about the Ace of Cups coming out because it represents, like, it's not really tangible, it's more emotional. But now that the Ace of Skulls is here, it really solidified what I was thinking. Because I was like, the Ace of Cups can represent something tangible, but it's still emotional. So you receive something, it's still emotionally fulfilling for you. But with this Ace of Skulls coming out, it is actually physical. It's tangible. You can touch it. And it's something that's very important for you right here. We have the Chariot card. Yeah, it's being delivered back to you. It's like a great victory in and of itself, all right? So this is something that is very good energy. Justice is playing out for you. Whatever the object was that's taken or being taken, or it could be, you know, an idea that was stolen from you. It's created by you. There's an illumination over this. It's already protected. That's why you have to think about, you know, like a copyright or a non-disclosure agreement. Contracts are really just curses and blessings, right? You make a pact with someone or an entity or a thing, right? And if you break the pact, negative repercussions happen to you. This is kind of what this is right here. Someone breaks the pact, someone steals something. They don't realize that the object in and of itself is, like, you know, got a negative thing or a positive thing that can act as a negative. Remember, as I said, a blessing can act as a curse, because that's kind of what it is. So, let's look at the Witch's Familiars for you. Don't sweat this energy. I wouldn't allow yourself to get too upset with this Lord of Scepters. You know, it's playing out at a higher degree than what you think it can play out as, because justice is here. Karmic law. Karmic law, along with the Prince of Knives, can represent, you know, an attorney, so human law as well. The Chariot can represent, you know, enforcement, law, but you're receiving something that makes you happy and it's tangible. It can change this Nine of Pentacles energy around for you. So just do not pay attention to the sadness right here. Do not pay attention to the anxiety. It's gone. All right, it's gone. But if you've cursed it, is it raining? It's raining. If you've cursed it or blessed it or whatever, if it has something around it, it's going to really bounce back. Like, here's the thing. You ever go to a witchcraft shop? Why don't they really have anything, like, you know, labeled? Like, when you go to Walmart, there's always, like, that little label on it. If you walk out, try to steal it, it buzzes the alarm, right? They don't have that at witchcraft shops. They could afford them, but they don't put them there. Why? Because they usually have a little sign up saying, steal something, you get cursed. Like, that's it. So that's kind of what this is for you. A lot of people don't believe in curses and negative energies, but here's the thing. Lives fall apart really fast when that happens. Rat, adaptability. Yeah, I kind of feel like the curse is going to manifest itself, or this blessing is going to adapt to wherever the situation is right here to receive it, to get it back to you, okay? Or at least get you something that's like it better, all right? Because it is an ace. It's the beginning of the suit and the end of the suit. It kind of functions like the Fool. Is the blessing that the pages have. The pages, all four combined, kind of represent the Fool itself. So let's look at one more. We have Hedgehog, disguise. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's a disguise being played right here. I want to clarify this. This is kind of weird. Let's look at this. It's not really a negative reading right now. Let's look at this adaptability in disguise for you. We have the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The intellect will come to you and you'll be able to play off of it very quickly, because here's the thing about the Six of Swords. It's information going from one way to another way. When the Queen of Swords coming out, that kind of represents me, the reader, speaking to you, but it can also represent you getting like, you know, really quick. Have you ever seen that movie Chicago? Richard Gere sings a line. He goes, razzle dazzle them. When you're in trouble, go into your dance. And he's talking about a tap dance. If you go and watch the scene of tap dancing, it's like he's lying to the jury really quickly. Like whenever there's something wrong, whenever someone has an objection, he instantly lies to change their ideas and opinions about it. But I kind of feel like this is the truth. Like you're getting information and it's coming to you very, very rapidly. And you're speaking it. That's the adaptability, is that you can change the environment around you. With this disguise energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out along with Three of Pentacles. Like, okay, so here's the thing. What you receive from the universe right here will probably not be the same thing back, okay? So if you lost something, I don't see it could be like the same thing coming back to you. It will be in the form of a disguise. So it will probably be of same value or more value right here, but it's going to be disguised as something else. So like, you lose this thing, but then you receive a car for free. You lose that, but then you get this. Like, there's that law of equivalent exchange right here, depending on how long you've waited for it, depending on how long you suffered without it. The universe kind of also works on a credit system. It takes everything into play. That's why justice takes so long to play out, because it has to look at your emotional state, has to look at what it was, has to look at, you know, all of these different things, and then weigh it out against the pros and cons of the situation. What do you truly deserve right here? Boom, that's what you get. Then the universe hands it out to you. But here's the thing, it's a process. It's like a legal process within the universe itself. So that's what this is. It's disguised, but it's still an ace. It's something that's beautiful, extravagant. We have the Page of Cups. All you have to do is receive this blessing. We just talked about the pages receiving the aces, right? So we have the Page of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups coming out as well. So you're receiving something that makes you truly happy. It's an Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be like, you know, you receive the cup and then there are coins inside the cup instead of water. That's the disguise. Instead of it being just a water or a fish, as you see right here, imagine when he receives this cup that is just filled with a bunch of coins. When he looks at it, and it kind of shocks him because he's receiving this cup, but it's disguised, or the coins are disguised as something else. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I haven't eaten yet. I should probably do that. But anyway, let me get you a couple of Halloween oracles. Should probably drink this too. I'm gonna spit it out everywhere because it's super fucking hot. Anyway. We have Ghost Regret. Yeah, I feel like you're regretting this situation a lot. Like, it's plaguing your mind with this Nine of Knives. We have the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Yeah, if it's lost, it's kind of like gone into the Underworld. But it does pause, and it begins again. You need to pay attention to death cycles right here. You need to pay attention to something that you may have outgrown. Here's the thing. The universe might take something away, give that person their negative karma, and then bless you with something that's more evolved for you in a situation, okay? So we have Mummy, Change. Yeah, it's something different. It's much better for you. It's a disguise, so I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Let me see. Let me get you a couple of spellcasting oracles. So we have closure, yeah, you're closing out the cycle, and we have home, yeah. So whatever this is, it's closing out the cycle, you're going to be happy, you're going to receive something back. It's going to be a little bit different. I kind of feel like it's a blessing in disguise. Oh, blessing in disguise, that's what it is. We have embrace the future, embrace the situation, and ground. This could also be like, you know, say for instance, you bought a home, it's not really working out for you, but it's built on an oil field. Like, that's what that is. You own the home, you own the land, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of oil underneath it. Kind of like, you know, the Clampets. Like, that's the situation to this. It's like, oh, they want to take this one thing from you, but all of a sudden you're living on like an oil well that's worth millions of dollars. You could get that back. You could get something else better, right? Like, that's what this is. One more card for this, blaze a trail. Yeah, you're going to be happy. You're going to move forward very quickly. Like, once you receive this blessing back and once you recognize the situation, you automatically just move forward very fast. All right, like, nothing slows you down. I think I've done all of those. Let me get you a rune card. There we go. Haven't gotten you a rune. We have Feha, achieve a goal, attract money, succeed in business, attain a promotion or new job. Yeah, it's like you're attaining something new. It's very different from what you had before, but I do feel like it's a level up. Imagine like you lose your prized wedding ring, but it was only like, I'm not saying only, like, let's get this real, all right? I'm not trying to diminish whatever you had that's lost right here. I'm not. I'm just saying, imagine that you lost that thing and then you receive whatever, your husband or your wife receives a multi-million-dollar contract or deal or has this money, and all of a sudden they replace what was stolen with like something that has emeralds, sapphires, diamonds, pearls in it, you know, something that was like your always dream. Like, you were happy with what you had before, right? Don't get me wrong. But this is like, you know. So we have Kenaz, torch, knowledge, new outlook, creation, understanding, ideas, inspiration, and vision. The spiritual meaning is inner guidance and enlightenment. Be not afraid right here with this hermit energy. Like, you have to understand that he holds the torch of illumination, all right? So in this artwork, he's holding a torch. In the other artwork, he's holding a lantern, but still kind of the same thing. So it's okay, Aries. Pay attention. You're going to have a new outlook. See it from a higher or a different perspective right here, okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.